Hola a todos, yo soy Cato Anaya y bienvenidos a un nuevo podcast junto a Octava, Quantika Spaces, Solid Ground, que hoy nos ayuda trayendo a un increíble artista y por supuesto a casa Spotify. Este podcast va a ser en inglés porque tengo aquí a Emmanuel Jal, African, Canadian as well, artist that comes for the first time in Colombia. How has Colombia treated you so far, brother?
Man, Colombia is amazing. The people is what make a country amazing. Then now you come to the food.
Oh, the food
then you
is
come
amazing.
to the nature.
You like
yes.
the food?
Yeah, awesome, man. I just had a nice lunch. I've been taken out by Mateo and Rafael. It was awesome. Yeah.
Brother, look, yesterday we were in the studio and it really impressed me because when I showed you the project and the track, first thing you notice is that you wanted to put some percussions into the record. And percussions and rhythms is part of your culture, of your dancing culture. And you cannot imagine like the roots of Colombian folklore come from Africa. Cumbia, bullerengue, mapalé, all these like authentic Colombian folklore rhythms are the roots are African. So we have a lot in common. How did you came into music and how did you came into these rhythms?
I mean, first, like maybe to go and add on before I answer your question. Like when I step into the studio, I listen to the sound. There was no plan for us to do anything. It was just to connect. And then I hear the bass, I hear the kick, and then the female singer singing in Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, the Colombian style. And I say, wow, this is amazing. And then I say, okay, fine. What are the things? So there's certain chords that were playing instrument that was captivating, which has got a little bit of African in it. Then it's okay, now this is Colombia, maybe if we're going to do something, let's put a bit of rhythm, percussion here and there, and then voila.
Yeah.
We had something going on. And how did I begin as an artist? Well, myself, I was born in a country torn by war, so my country was at war. And
I read about it.
Yeah, so all my aunties died during the war, all my uncles, except two. So from the side of my mom, all my aunties were gone. So the side of my dad, there's only two left. But all the men from that side are dead. By the age of 7, I was told I'm going to go to school in Ethiopia, where we walk hundreds and hundreds of miles. Then arriving in Ethiopia, that's where I became a child soldier. And then I was lucky, I was smuggled into Kenya by a British aid worker called Emma McCune. So in that part of the journey, when my life was kind of like losing its substance because there's no school, you're stranded, you're in a foreign country, there's no much to grip yourself in. So this is where music became as a thought.
Okay.
So, you know, I like to imagine. Imagination is very powerful. So as a kid, what I used to like to do is, one of the things that for motivation is I would imagine myself as a teacher.
Okay.
How does that look like?
Wow.
I imagine myself as a doctor. How would that look like? And so when I look at the all options, okay, now I am not in school. What can I be? So I say, I want to be a gangster. Maybe I become a thief and rob rich people. Then I imagine that. How would that look like? But no, that's not going to settle on my heart because I want to do things to do with peace and love. And then I imagine myself again. What about if I go back to my country, I become a soldier and fight, become a general? Then I imagine that. Where will that lead? It's a lot of hard work. And then I said, what about if I become a musician? So I imagine how to be a musician, the opportunities. I did not know how to sing, how to do anything. Then I say I like that because when I become music, I can speak on behalf of others. And then I went to studio. We formed groups of friends. We did music. We paid the producer money. He played the track. Teacher, yo. He gave us our money and said, get the hell out of here.
You don't sound good. It happens. It's happened when you start. But it's part of the process.
It's part of the process. But for me, I was not mad. The thing that is most powerful is when you're locked in that imagination of what you want to achieve, what you believe that you want to create, and you believe it in your heart, all the criticism don't matter. You become humble. So I went out and asked more people, hey, how do I get this rap thing? How do I do it? So I found a producer that told me, okay, look, you're not a spoken word artist because you don't have rhythm. You're not this. But if you want to rap, there's something called rhymes. So every 1, 2, 3, 4, the last word, you make a rhyme. Okay, and then you got to find your niche. So sometime in the industry, you'll find somebody that is willing to
bet.
Not bet. I call them givers. They're angels.
Okay.
So these people want to give you a chance.
Yeah, to give you a chance. That's
yes,
what I mean.
And they want to develop you and they want to invest in you because it's something they have in their nature and it's everywhere. And there are people. So I would say there are 3 types of people. There's takers, there's givers, and there's fair. So once you find a giver, they give unconditionally in abundance. So I met many great Kenyan people that helped me in that process. Then that's how my music career began.
That's really beautiful. Starting in music, is that thought of creation that you speak about, that these melodies come to your head and these ideas that you want to express through lyrics, and then you just start writing and then you look for, in my case, I look first for the guitar, and I didn't know how to play guitar when I started, so I learned to play guitar on my own basically, and then I had a few teachers, but then I knew some that like the basic chords that gave me some tunes, and then I started like creating melodies, and all of my life has been about creating, right? And I see where you come from, that it's a journey of finding people that see you and believe in you, and help you get all the things you need at that moment to start climbing the ladder. Now you're a DJ, a rock star DJ, because I've seen your shows, and I was really inspired when I see your content, because it's full of energy, good vibes. You are expressing yourself all the time. What is your mindset when you go into a set?
So I mean, like, I come from, as an artist, I'm a performer. So mostly I have like 8 albums I release out. And it's a process when you're an artist and you're going on the journey to find your sound or find what's back for you. My idea was to bring hip hop, to bring the village into hip hop. That was the idea. How do I bring it into world music? How do I bring it into reggae? How do I bring these sounds? And it took years. When I made a song, there's a DJ called Hendrik Schwartz, a producer.
Yeah.
So his song was about peace, called Quote and Vote. He took the song, made his style, put it out. People love it, became one of the most successful. Then the next thing is another person remixed it and called FNX Omar.
Yeah.
And the song became a global hit. So during that time, Afro House existed, but there was no name for Afro House. Black Coffee and them was already opened the power, Chims and them, they were just playing. But when Quor came out with that type of melody, so those who decide to name, okay, this kind of sound this is Afro House. So they created a name. So one of my tracks became one of the
iconic and reference tracks to create the genre.
Yes. So now, and Afro House is huge. It's one of the masses, the good thing I like about the Afro House, there's no discrimination. You can do Afro House in China because it's not about the people, it's about the sound. But if you look realistically, all people came from Africa.
Yeah.
So that's why. So what I like about Afro House, no discrimination. So you can find Yugal on the top of the chart with an African person on the top of the chart. So like in the top 100 Afro House songs, one of my song, GUERRA, is number 60 there. So like, what do you say, like, my next child from South Sudan is number 16 in the chart of the world, next to people who have a huge muscle. So becoming a DJ was to saying, okay, I don't like to be a DJ. I won't call myself a DJ because you have to respect the art. It takes 5 to 10 years to actually have a thought, an idea, to learn the journey of the art as a DJ.
You think so? That long?
Yeah, I mean, to respect the art, you need, if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years is not enough. You need at least, by the time you're on the 6 years and 7 years and 10 years, then I'll say probably, now you can call yourself a DJ.
Because it's not about mixing one track into another. It's about, a lot of other factors that come about in the night of reading people, of music selection, of course, technique, and the only way...
And courage, man.
Courage
to try something new and get yourself out of the comfort zone.
Yeah. And you're right. It takes nights and nights and nights to try out all the things that you think you have settled in your studio and try them out there to see if they work, if you work, if people like you. So it's and today is more than DJing. It's a performance. It's about energy, right? It's what you project while being there.
I mean, you nailed everything as you said it. It's how it is. How do you read the crowd? So the luckiest thing I have now, I am an artist. I can perform a song because it takes a time to be able to read different type of people. There are some DJs, okay, there's old people here, okay?
Yeah.
There is some Spanish people in the crowd, okay, there's young people. So how do you create a balance,
How can I make that person that took time to come here and see me have a great time, but also that those guys there, and also those there,
And also, how do you find your place so that you don't have to worry when you're going to play? So, for example, you look at Black Coffee. Black Coffee style is different. Maybe when they were beginning, they were performance, they want to rock. Now it's reaching stage, said, look, I want to get people who can come and hang out with me.
Yeah.
Talk to your friend, have a couple of beers. They don't have to dance. I'm not looking for dancers. I'm looking for a community to come and sit down. We hang out and chat. Once in a while, you put one song, and then you hype the crowd. So now you look, that's him. Then you look at Francis Messier. Francis Messier, look, I'll throw a show. I'm from Haiti, man. I'm going to blow you guys. He pink drum and go for it, When you go look at Shimza, it's techniques as a DJ, what button to play.
Everybody has this thing, right?
So now, the question, where are you going? So now it takes a while as a DJ to find your place. Then you look at Mo Black. Mo Black is not bothered. Mo Black is just saying, this is what I'm bringing for you guys. Let's go. He's pressed his button. He's like a moving a moving snail.
Music selector, music selector.
So what I've come to learn now from the other DJs, because I watch online, is what is more important is not how you play. It's not the the tactics that you have. It's the selection of the sound.
True.
And the reading of the crowd. And how you mix those things in. Now, techniques come later. So 45% of it is the selection of the sound. And then the other 45 of it is how do you transition through those journeys. You know, I would say how to read the crowd to be able to give them what they like, take 45%. And the other 45% goes to your transition. And the 10% is techniques.
And you talk about all of these artists that have these specific styles. What is your take? What do you want? What Emmanuel Jal wants to bring to the scene? And what do you want of the crowd? And what do you want of the Colombian crowd that is going to see you tonight and in your shows and in all your shows?
So it's basically go back to what's my vision. Well, my vision is to create experiences that can make people happy. Yeah? Creating those experiences that will give people joy. My vision is to share my experiences for social emotional learning.
Oh, nice.
To create conscious global awakening. That is through the arts, business, and philanthropy. So when I want to play, I want someone to smile. I want someone to feel they're in heaven. I want them to forget whatever is happening. I want them to be in the moment and get in the moment. So that is what I want in the end. And to get that, it's a journey. So you have to put your energy, but also finding the selection. How do you make it fun? You know? It's a little bit tricky because it's a journey. I'm still reading the crowd. You know? Like you have got like 15 years in this game. Now you know. You say, okay, this song won't work here and there. So now you find some DJs.
But I still make mistakes. Sometimes you go somewhere with a track and you look and you're like, this is not, and then the experience gives you, okay, let's get back these people and we can do this and that, and then you how do you say, accommodate yourself and make the night go through.
Yeah. And also sometimes to have an understanding. Maybe that somebody want to go and grab a drink and come back. Maybe they want to go to the toilet.
And that's fine.
So sometimes the dance floor can be empty.
Dynamic.
Yeah.
It's dynamic.
So what I've noticed when I've observed is the DJs that get my best respect the most is that one you find in an empty room that play. And it's not broken because there's nobody. Then one person come in, 2, 3, 4, and it's filled up. You know, that art. You know, and the last DJ, the one that closed the show, how is it that they have that internal strength to continue to play until the last one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what happens, but there's something that happens in that DJ booth with us artists that there's an energy boost that just make us forget about going to the toilet, about feeling tired, about you're just there connected. I think it's an energy thing, you know, when you have all these people connected with you, having fun, energetic, you just like connect in a very strange way that you don't feel almost any needs just to be there and entertain, and it's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, it's an art to open a club and make the people stay, make the people have fun, and also it's from the artist's point of view. You cannot be let down or feel sad if there's not a full crowd. Hey, guess what? It's not a full crowd, but the ones that are there came to have fun.
Yeah.
So you cannot have a bad attitude because there's not a full crowd. You
Yeah.
have to still give your best
Yeah.
because you have to respect that those people came and put their time to have fun, even though the show is full.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, I did not know about this type of, I don't know, because now you become a DJ, some places you're playing, you're the opening act,
Yeah.
nobody, you know? I remember the one time when I first started, I was opening act for Desiree and Thaksin in London.
Wow.
I was put in a room, nobody.
Yeah.
So you're new, you say, look, man, what do you do this? Why? You know? Then you ask yourself, wait a minute. That the art of this game is come and be professional and just play. There was no one. So what did I do? I said, look, let me save my songs. So
the best songs for
Late.
for when someone shows up.
You're like, when you are an amateur, you just go bang, doom, doom, doom to an empty room. I said, no, let me select some songs, some warmers.
Yeah.
Then 20 minutes later, the whole place was packed.
Exactly.
Because, oh, yeah, this guy's playing, it's cool. So when you have one person who shows up and go and call their friend, look, this guy's playing, I think it's cool. And then they start coming in slowly by slowly. That's, I find.
Now that you talk about your songs, it happens to me all the time that I get so anxious to play my new stuff.
Yeah.
So when I start the set, because I have them there in the playlist, like, and I was like, when should I play this? I want to play it now. And then the other Cato, no, Cato, wait, keep it tranquilo, keep it to them later, and
then you end up forgetting.
And then I didn't play it.
That's what I'm saying. It's courage to try.
Yeah.
How do you try a new song? Because now there's the tracks you know that works.
Yeah, because you know that works because they have worked in all of your shows. They create a reaction.
Yeah.
You talked about that yesterday, and I really respect what you say that at the end of the day, we are in a point that we need to produce music that creates emotion and moves people. Mm-hmm. If we're not doing that in the studio, then what are we doing? We're doing music for my mom, my cousin.
Yeah. So when we play, who are we thinking? The gatekeepers DJs. So how do we make a song that if a gatekeeper hear it, they say, I'll play it. Nobody will pay because they like you. Every DJ go to the battlefield there. The people are there. If they know your track, would buy them the next 3 minutes before they... So that's why I say, like, can my track buy? So the challenge now, how do I play new music? Unknown artists. So I was looking to some of the top DJs, you know.
Yeah.
Look, there's a space. Once you reach a certain level, you can play whether they like it or not. They're there to talk to their friends. They're happy to hang out with you. Those are your core fans. Your core fans will accept anything you play because they're your fans. They're like your family.
But that you need to earn. You need to earn with a career, right?
Yes, you have to earn that over time.
Yeah.
So when you're still new and still biting and still in the thing, you gotta perform. You know, you gotta give your full thing. So I think one of the things I learned is as you play, you have to know that a good DJ will play all the hits in the whole set. They don't care. They only play the top 100 hits.
Yeah.
Mostly the top 50 hits. That's a good DJ. You know?
I mean, I can slightly disagree in a way because at the end of the day, yes, that DJ is pleasing the crowd because those tracks are known at the crowd, and if he plays those top 100 hits, the crowd are gonna be happy because that's the songs that they wanna expect and to party.
Yeah.
But I also, and I don't have to tell you this, but I also respect artists like you that come and propose a sound. You come and give your original music to the crowd, rather than just play the hits. You come with a purpose. You come with a color in the way that you present your music. And I value a little bit more.
I mean, we're on the same page. Probably will align once I finish the sentence. So I say, in my perspective, a good DJ will play for you all the top hits. Because they want the crowd to go through
and to have fun.
Then you have a DJ that is not sure. Maybe I call them the bad DJ. They have no idea what they're playing. You know. Then a great DJ would be the one that will play hit songs, but also at the same time will bring what makes them a different from a good DJ is they will think of a track that the audience have never heard before and introduce it. Because some of the top DJs in the world, that's what they've been doing in the world. I got a new song from some, you're going to hear it, and they're bringing a new song. Because if we don't take risk to play new songs that we predict could be good, then there's no movement forward.
There's no development, evolution of music. It's just the same tracks.
So then they'll be able to take they'll play medium songs, not hits. Medium songs are songs that they are not that popular, but they are great. You give them a room. So that's what when you observe some of the great, they will not just play hits unless all the hits are there, so they're performing all their hits. That's my perspective.
I agree. Now we agree. Definitely, we agree. I want to hear the story around GUERRA. Your biggest tracks, biggest numbers. GUERRA, I think, gave Afro House a color, a sound, a personality. And from that track and from the sounds in that track, there has been millions of other tracks that have been inspired by that sound. But it was one of the, let's say, first hits in this wave of Afro House coming to the mainstream commercial music. How did it came about?
So basically, Francis is the one who told me there's somebody called Night Freak. That he wanted me to do a track for. So, and I connected with the Night Freak. And I think they first sent me Camille before Camille was released. And they were not sure about the vocals. They removed my vocals and went on and did it with another artist. Then they sent me GUERRA. So I did the GUERRA. Then they were not sure that this track is going to go anywhere. Track was presented to Mo Black. Mo Black said no. So now everybody lost hope. This track is not going to be anything. So and then somebody sneak it on social media or on some DJ start playing in some place and the people are reacting, hey, we're judging the song before it's presented to the crowd. So it's that kind of a lucky song on the lucky times. Because what is GUERRA? GUERRA is mean I want to know. So it's about I want to know how you're feeling in this difficult time.
That's what the lyric says. I want to know. And those are original lyrics, because we talked yesterday about that most of the Afro House hits are made up of famous African songs and are covers. This is a new creation, right? So the GUERRA is original. I like to write original tracks. But if you want to grow fast as a DJ or as a producer, you look for songs that were hits already and make covers. Remember factor.
And one of the reasons why those songs do well, because of the publishing owners. So you do a remix, the publishing companies, this is our song, let's push it. We make more money. You bring something original, People are not familiar with it. It's a lot of risk. But when it's popped, everybody's interested in it. The publishers, the record labels, everybody, yeah.
Yeah, I get you with that. And to be honest, I think the dance music world needs more original music.
Yes.
Because it needs to create its own original catalog, And, I don't know if this happens in Africa, but in Colombia, there's almost -0 knowledge of the publishing and author and composition side in the dance music industry. DJs don't value the fact that if they create lyrics, melodies, they can later earn money if they play them in big venues. They can earn money if those tracks goes to streams. And there's a lot of lack of education regarding this. I don't know if it's only like Colombia or Latin America
It's
per
everywhere.
se, but I think it's everywhere. DJs don't know. They don't know that there's
they're
money
afraid.
there.
That's why I say, like, you need courage to experiment with something new,
Yeah, because the easy route is just to take something that worked and just create a beat around it.
Yeah, because like one of the DJ producers, like I started learning a couple of weeks ago now, is Yugal. So I was saying, why is Yugal like this? What is Yugal philosophy? Now Yugal said, look guys, if the girls are not dancing, there's no party.
And actually, it's true. I mean, it's true. If you don't have the people like dancing and girls, of course, then there's no party. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the thing is, by the way, it's how finding is understanding that at one time he was paid 500 euros to play for Diplo, and then 2 years later he was paid $500,000 to go and play for the same person. And so what is it that he did in between to go there? Is first of all, he accepted what his sound is, he understood where his vision is, and he decided to build his community. Whether he's booked or not, he organized his own events. So one of the key things even a lot of artists can do, or in the industry we can start doing now, is look, let's make new music. Let's mix it with what people are familiar with. Because what made DJs, the coolest thing I remember about what DJs is you go to a party. You remember a long time ago, nobody cared about a hit song? Do you remember how it used to be? That you go to a concert, not because the person is famous. You go to a concert because
you want to enjoy the experience.
The experience. Now, nobody want to enjoy an experience of somebody that they've never heard, because the marketing has gone into people's head. But it doesn't mean, maybe I take the word back, I won't say nobody. There's still people who are curious, because what made Afro House interesting was that there is something new sound. So the remixes of old songs that are already known, to some people, it's new.
Yeah, and the sounds are edgy. The sounds are involving, and that gives people... there are other genres of music that I love and that I enjoy, but that are more plain, that just go in the same groove.
Yeah.
What I feel that Afro House and melodic house as well, to be honest, is that it brings stuff that you didn't know you want to hear, stuff that you think sounds and synthesizers that may sound strange per se, but if you hear it in a big festival sound system, it's like, wow, it's an experience as well. Yeah. From the sounds.
I think it's how the event organizers and the promoters created an experience, imagining an experience. Even the hip hop, we're not doing that. Like some of the old music, like this club experiences that they're creating in the Afro House and techno music. Because the way you look at it, they're all related. That the techno,
Yeah.
Afro House, they all have a relation because they're a lot electronic music. They have almost similar vibe, but one is laid deep and hard. So the way I look at it, anyone who has a lot of stress, who come from a a lot of darkness in their life, you go for the deep electronic one because you will dance that demon out of your body. Now, when you're
Like a therapy,
yes.
basically.
So one of the fastest way to do those therapies is go for those. They drive you crazy. They put sentence, you dance, you get it out. Then you come, when you're done with that part and you are healed, you want now to live a clean life. You want to eat healthy food, and now you come to Afro House. you come to Afro House,
beautiful music.
Yeah, deep house. You come to melodic house.
Yes,
that's where you find all this piece of shit because they go to the beach. They don't want stress. They just want peace because they've beaten it out through the other sounds.
Yeah.
And you find a lot of them were from the hip hop or from the reggaeton or from the other places. So now you find and the sound has been kept clean. That now maybe few people are beginning to put swearing language in it, but the sound is about positivity.
Yeah. Bro, you are in Colombia. Like, what are your expectations here? It's the first time in this country. Colombia is a country that is gave and is still giving birth to iconic artists all over the world. How is it special for you to be the first time here?
First time for me to come in, DJ, and also perform at the same time. It's a great experience. It's to go and give my best. For those who have come, they've come to watch me. So I have to give my best.
Yeah, because you have sold out shows, and that's beautiful, man. I'm really happy for you that because not all artists that come for the first time to a country go to a sold out show, and that's a blessing, you know.
Yeah.
So that means that your music, your art, has come all over the world and
to Colombia,
and has put a mark in Colombia, and now is your time to show your art here. So I think it's beautiful.
I mean, it's amazing to hear that the shows, all of them sold out. Like it's now the Colombian have spoken. So the goal is on my side.
Yeah. You have
yeah.
Yeah. No pressure. You will do fine. You know one thing about the Colombian crowd? They are energetic. They're beautiful. They are into the artist, and they help make the night great. Colombian electronic dance music, Colombian crowd, and Afro House crowd, they're not haters. They really just want to enjoy.
They're givers. So
they're
most
givers, yeah.
Givers. So if you go to a show that is full of givers as a DJ, wow, you're lucky, man. Because the givers, they're 80% there for you. You are here, wherever you want us to go, let's go. They are enthusiastic.
To be honest, I wouldn't understand to go to a show to be a hater. You know, I don't know. It's just like, and just don't go. If you're gonna go to somewhere to hate, why would you even go? That's not fun. Unless for that person it's fun to hate. But anyway, there's so much crazy people around. What is going on right now in your career after all this success? I guess you're touring the world, trying new territories. What does Emmanuel, as an artist, music-wise, wants? You want to collaborate with artists all around the world? You want to just express your music and just play all around? What do you want?
I mean, the most important thing at this moment is collaboration. So 70%, there's no way you can do music without collaboration. It's impossible.
It's true.
Like if you try to make everything yourself, what about the guitarist? What about the sound engineer? What about the person who's listening? What about the melody? What about, it's like the person who's singing.
It's not a one-person job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge collaboration. So collaboration is what brought me here. Collaboration with Hendrik Shows, collaboration with FX Normal, collaboration with Night Freak. Because if you look at Night Freak's most successful original track is GUERRA.
Yeah.
He has done remixes, but even all the remixes have not
reached that numbers.
GUERRA is about to reach 100 million.
Almost, yeah. I saw it today and
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, and it's still on the top 100 charts. I don't know how it's still growing, you know? People are still discovering it.
Because it's a reference track. You guys made such a iconic anthem that is one of those tracks that will go in history as a reference that started or was one of the tracks that started Afro House. And props to that, brother. That's
Propel. Propel. I think GUERRA is one of the songs. There's a one called Mwaki.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
GUERRA and Mwaki has been two original tracks that propel African, original.
Bro, when you are at your home and you are not in Emmanuel Jal's artist mode, what do you listen to? You like what type of music do you like apart from this work-wise electronic dance music?
Well, I'm open. Like I listen to all kind. But once you are involved in this scene, because now I'm new in the Afro House scene, so I take my time to go online. Like today, I discovered there's a song by Ugal called I Adore You. I didn't know.
Oh, really?
Because, sometimes when you're locked in your own world.
Stuff and your own rhythms, yeah.
So last week I go online, it's okay. This guy come on feedback. I see people having a good time. Who's he? So let me go Spotify. What is this? Who's this Ugal? So I look at them, man. This guy is hits. So the top 100 hits, you'll find his songs are all over.
True.
And so now you go and listen. Okay, fine. I like this one. I'm gonna include this into my set. So now I'm taking time to go online. Now I've discovered you. And we did something together. We don't know where this is gonna take us.
And that's the beauty of it. I don't. Sorry to interrupt. When I collaborate with artists, I don't have any expectations. I just like the word you said yesterday, flow, flow. I'm gonna give my best for that record to sound as best as possible, and. Wishfully, it's gonna be a great record for both of us. But there's no pressure, we just need to flow, because when there's, I don't know, when there's pressure to make hits, you blind yourself out of creativity. And it's true, you do really need to take a look of what's the sound out there to have something alike. Because you're not just gonna do alternative of whatever you think of your head, but I think in the studio you need just to be free. You don't have to have chains of any genre, and just try out as we did yesterday.
I mean, one of the things that I came to learn out, if you can attract 500 people in every city you tour in as a DJ, don't pressure yourself about hit. Now, grow your community. It's all about your community in the end. So once you grow your community will be the one to spread the word. They'll be the one to share the song. They're the ones who are going to be spreading, hey, look, this is the new song we're jamming into. Because once in a while, I get a group of people, they're partying in their house, and they say, yeah, we just discovered you in this song, and we like it.
That's beautiful. I really have a profound love and respect for the fans that consume our music, because at the end, without them, we wouldn't eat. We need the people to enjoy our music and to enjoy it while they're in their car, while they are in the beach, while they are having their baptism or whatever. So I think artists should be teach and taught to give back more to the fans. I feel sometimes that really big artists, they just are focused on the big show, lights, screens, and everything to entertain the fans. But I know that for those artists, thinking individual, it's a bit overwhelming. But you cannot imagine how can you change the life of someone if you take the moment and the time to write back, to have a little conversation in Instagram, to after the show chat with them, to make them as well as part of the show as well. You cannot be, I think, and that's my take, everybody can think whatever they want, but you cannot block yourself from the crowd and not communicate with the crowd. There are DJs that do it. There are DJs that just go and put music and bounce and and successful DJs. And to be honest, people pay the ticket anyway just to listen to that DJ's music. But I think there should be a little bit more of love giving to the people that went there to see you, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you just said everything. It also depends with you as a DJ. What kind of a DJ are you? Are you a taker, or are you a giver, or are you a fair?
Yeah.
So a giver DJ, there's no question about it. From me listening to your conversation, you're a giver.
Oh, that's yeah. I respect everybody, but at the end of the day, that was thrives me. I don't know if that happens to you. Like, what really gives me that energy to wake up every morning is to make music and to create a community for people to give them happiness.
Yes.
Because the people that are in your crowd, brother, they come maybe from a difficult life, and they maybe took that night to just forget about what their routine is.
Yes.
So
yeah,
I wouldn't see myself going to a club just seeing the screens and not interacting and just playing music and getting my paycheck and bounce. Like, what are we doing, brother?
I mean, I think you said it all. It's like for you to be able to look up, because you arrive from another trip, you're so tired, then you hit the decks, you get a different energy, you give your all. It depends on the artist and what they really want. What is their vision? And sometimes people get bored on the way of the journey. They need another challenge.
I see that. And maybe you can see that in the eyes and attitude of some DJs, that they're bored to be there. I haven't been in that position to see, but as of right now, I'm enjoying myself so much. Maybe a little bit too much. But
I've seen it online. I've seen how you do. You go for it, man. I've seen like how you have fun. Yeah.
Brother, I wanted to ask you, like, right now, where do you think the music industry is going? And how can you inspire a new talent that is listening to this podcast to start? And I'm not talking about DJs necessarily, because you're more than a DJ. Of course, you're an artist, but you're a performer, you're a singer. And there's not a lot of acts like yours, if there's somebody there looking at us that says, hey, I have that thrive and energy to dance, to sing, to perform, what can you tell those kids?
I'll say is, what is it that you want to give the world? What is it that you're imagining that you want to create and give the world? What is it? And how committed are you to go through the pain, to go through the abuse, to go through the failures, to go through being cheated, to go through people not liking you? How prepared are you to go for that journey? How many years can you pull through? Can you pull 3 years, 6 years, 12 years, 20 years? Because some of the top people who are dominating now, they've been there for ages.
That's true. It's a life career, this.
Yeah, so maybe you can find a side hustle, do whatever it is to maintain you for that man, and build this. Build that machine. Build your community. If you're in a hurry, it will burn you. The next thing is, what is your purpose? What is the calling? What is that you want to give without expecting anything in return? Because your purpose is what will give your life a meaning in every stage of suffering.
Yeah.
Because when you achieve your vision and you don't have purpose, the vision will begin to eat you.
That's true.
It will destroy you because let's say you sold 1 million records. You have a nice house. Now you have all the women, if you're looking for, and you're a woman, you have all the men that are attracted to you. Now, when you don't have a purpose in you, your success will destroy you. But once you have your purpose, find out what that purpose, what is it that gives you joy? What is it that you like to give without expecting anything in return? Because when you walk in your purpose with clear, defined goals and a burning desire to act, success will follow you like your shadow.
Brother, thank you very much for all of this knowledge, experience. You have had how can I say, epic life with these bad parts and good parts, but you have overcome all of that, and now you're here doing what you love, and that's a blessing. I congratulate you, brother, because I spent some time with you yesterday in the studio, and I saw a true artist, a true giver, a creative mind that really wants people to enjoy, and that's a blessing, and it's an honor to have you here in Colombia. I know that you're gonna kill it tonight, and in Cartagena we're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, we're gonna do it, Cartagena. We're gonna enjoy you.
And yeah, I would just wanna say thanks to everyone that is watching. This is Emmanuel Jal, an extraordinary artist. If you haven't heard of him, please go to Spotify. You're gonna enjoy his music, and hopefully you're gonna see him a lot in our country.
And you wait, we have a track coming together soon. You're gonna hear about that.
Let's go. Thank you very much.
Peace.
Esto fue Quantika Spaces junto a Octava, junto a Solid Ground, aquí en Casa Spotify. Esperen más artistas de la talla de Emmanuel y conversaciones reales, profundas, sin ningún libreto, simplemente para que conozcan al artista, a la persona de verdad. Eso es lo que intento hacer. Espero que les guste y nos vemos en una nueva oportunidad.